Hello curlies, it's Mary and welcome back to the Curly Closet. So today's video is going to be me doing this very simple braided look on my blow dried hair, and it's also going to include a very quick makeup tutorial in the middle just so you can see how I got the complete final look. So if you want to see how this turns out, then stay tuned for the rest of the video. So to begin with, I blow dried my hair using the Dyson hairdryer. I'm going to leave a link towards the end of the video with the details of how I blow dried my hair. You can see it's fairly straight and it's got a lot of volume to it. I wanted it to be just a bit more straight than this, and I wanted it also to be a bit more flat. So I decided to go for my straightening brush. This straightening brush is by Showliss Pro. I bought it from Amazon ages upon ages ago and I haven't used it for a while. I hardly use heat on my hair, guys, so yeah, using two different sources of heat on my hair at one time is not the end of the world for me. I just wanted to achieve the look that I wanted to get, and I don't feel like using a flat iron, and this is a lot quicker, so that's what I did to just kind of give my hair a bit more straightness, flatness, etc. You're gonna see how it ends up looking in the end. So here I added in a bit of this dry oil from Africa's Best. I just added some to each section of my hair when it was dry and then brushed it through just to give, you know, a little bit extra shine. So now we're on to the styling segment. So I'm starting off by just parting my hair down the middle of my head. I'm trying to make that part as even as possible, and then from the middle, or from the crown I should say, I parted down towards my ear on each side. You can see my undercut, but that doesn't matter, we're going to deal with that a little bit later. And then I'm tying the back away and I'm going to start working on the front. So here I'm looking closely at my undercut and kind of looking at where it begins and roughly which angle it goes in, because I'm trying to create a part on the other side which sort of mirrors the same parting, so it just so that it looks symmetrical on both sides. I think I achieved that. So I'm tucking the rest of my hair away. I am using this Elasta QP curl wax. Now I don't know what your natural hair is like, but I'll explain how my natural hair works. When I've blow dried my hair, if I add any kind of water product, it automatically starts frizzing up. It just decides to just go back to curly because this is what my hair naturally loves to do. I wanted to use this Lottabody edge control, but I didn't want it to revert my hair, so what I decided to do was just use some of the curl wax on my hair first, just to act as a bit of a barrier between my hair and the water in this water-based edge control, and just kind of see what happened. To be honest, it turned out great. The edge control flattened my hair, but it did not completely revert my hair. So as you can see, I've decided to create one braid, cane row, cornrow, whatever you want to call it. I've created that in this quarter section at the front of my head. And now that I've completed that, I'm going on to doing the same thing for the next section. I'm just putting some in particular in my parting because I want my parting to look as sharp as possible. I just want this to look as neat as I possibly can, so I took quite some time over this because, you know, you don't want to do all of this hard work and then your hair just doesn't quite turn out the way you want it to. And then I'm creating another cane row for this quarter section as well. So continuing on, I am doing the same for the next section as well. Just trying to make my cornrow as neat as possible. And I know that it does look quite waxy, quite heavy laden with product, but trust me, when it dries, it's gonna look really good. It turned out even better than I thought it was going to be honest. So yeah, it looks like there's a lot of product, but just trust me, it will turn out nice in the end. Now for my undercut. So I decided to just slick the front of my hair down, and this is part of the reason for kind of creating the parts to be similar on both sides, so that when I slick my undercut down, they kind of sort of almost look exactly the same on both sides. And then I have tied it up with a scarf, and moving on to the makeup look. So starting off here, I have already moisturized my face. I'm just adding these radiance drops by Tarte just to add a bit of luminosity to my skin. And I quickly, or not so quickly, did my eyebrows off camera. And now I'm using some Urban Decay Primer Potion just to primer my eyes, and I'm following that up with Fenty Beauty Concealer in 370, and I'm setting that with some of my Fenty Beauty setting powder, creating a nice blank canvas for my eyeshadows. So my first eyeshadow is Sangria Sunset by Fenty Beauty, and I'm following this up with this beautiful vibrant matte pink called Love by Jackie Megiddo. So I've wet the lighter pink into my crease, and then the bolder matte pink onto the main part of my lid. I'm just doing some blending here just to let the two colors blend nicely into each other. Then I'm using a bit of my Fenty Beauty powder to just blend the eyeshadow out. I'm just going for a very bold pink eyeshadow look. And now I'm going on to using my foundation. So I did my eye look first. I don't usually do this, but because the pink is so bold and I knew I was going to get some fallout, then I need to do my foundation next. I will be leaving all of my products in the description box below the video. So here I'm moving on to concealer. I've used a combination of Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Almond and also Fenty Beauty Concealer in 370, using that to kind of sharpen up my eyeshadow a bit as well, and again just setting under my eye with my Fenty Beauty powder once more. Now moving on to my Love Contours All palette by NYX. I'm using this color to give me a light contour. I don't really like heavy contour, so I'm being as gentle and careful with this as possible, because when contour goes wrong, it goes very, very wrong, which is not what I want at all. So again, I'm just blending this out with some of my Fenty powder just to kind of make it a little bit softer. And now I've added my Revolution eyeliner and my Eyelure Enchanted lashes. So I've used some black eyeliner on my lower lash line, and now I'm just blending this out a bit with my pink colours. You can see I'll start to feel quite happy now. Once my eyes are done with my makeup, I'm a very, very happy person. I've dipped into my Love Contours All palette to highlight my brow bone and also to highlight my cheeks a bit, and then I'm dipping back into Sangria Sunset just to give my cheeks a little bit more of a pink blush. So now I'm going on to using my Fenty Beauty Stunner Lip Paint in Unveil, and I'm using this to line my lips. By the way guys, if you see me with a nude lip, pretty much most of the time this is some sort of combination of Unveil and some sort of lip gloss. In this particular case, I'm using this Tarte lip gloss, and then I am adding Vacre by Fenty Beauty again. If you didn't know, Fenty Beauty is my favorite makeup brand, so yeah. And I'm adding a little bit more of Sangria Sunset to the inner corner of my eyes. I've sprayed my face. I've added some earrings, and essentially this is the makeup look. So now going back to the hair. as you can see, I was very happy at this point. This turned out way better than I thought it would. So you can see everything's laid down. The kind of slight white has gone away. Everything is really looking lovely. So at this point I took my hair down at the back and just brushed it out a bit, just to give it a little bit more volume. I kind of accidentally added a bit of a kink to my hair because I tied it up in a bun. So if you want to avoid the kink, then just don't tie it up in a bun, just tie it straight back. Oh, one more thing, which I almost forgot. I did decide to add some of these gold cuffs to the 2 center braids, just because I thought I wanted to add a little bit more, you know, just a little hop to it, just to make it a little bit different. But essentially this is the look. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the hairstyle and the pink look. There are a few styling options for this hairstyle. Comment below and let me know if that's something that you would like to see, and I will get that video edited and uploaded for you. But if you did enjoy this video and you'd like to see more from me, then hit the red subscribe button below. You can also hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you again soon on the Curly Closet. Take care. Bye.